Starfield has come and gone, and next is the Elder Scrolls 6. We still have a little ways to go until then, so it gives us some time to take a look at previous games we all love and enjoyed playing. Recently I went back and started a new playthrough of, you guessed it, Skyrim. It is just one of those games that you can keep coming back to and find new ways to enjoy the same experiences. It just refuses to go down, and for good reason. The community for the game is still very huge and active, and it will likely be like this till the next Elder Scrolls game is released. And what is up guys, and from the Denman here, and today I want to take a look back at Skyrim and give you all my reasons on why I'm still playing Skyrim in 2024, and why you should maybe pick it up again. Newcomers and veterans alike will always find something new to do, and the game is over 12 years old now. So with that being said, we have a lot to go over, so get comfy, grab that bottle of Hunting Brew Mead, and let's get right into the video. There's a very good reason why Skyrim to this day is one of the most played games still. The modding community has been hard at work from the moment that Skyrim released, coming up with new worlds to travel to, weapons to use, and quests to complete. There are still so many people creating unique mods every day for the game, and this will not stop for a long time. Recently I re-downloaded Beyond Skyrim Bruma and have just been enjoying exploring the new environments and tackling new quests that I wouldn't normally do. So far I've barely even touched the main story or faction quests in the game, and I'm already level 50. It has really been the side content that has kept me playing, even the miscellaneous stuff that fleshes out the world just a little bit more. On top of that, I've put my toes into the water of paid mods, particularly that of the Bard's College and East Empire expansion mods. Both of these mods don't even really feel like mods. It's basically an extension of the base game, especially in the Bard's College case because there's just so much to do with it. For those unfamiliar with this mod, it really fleshes out the Bard's College in Solitude. I'm talking more quests, more NPCs, and most importantly, more chances to play as a bard. It really gives a lot in that area because you are able to travel around Skyrim and play music for people to enjoy. This is honestly why I started a new playthrough, because I wanted to try a character as a fully fleshed out bard, and it has been all of the other stuff in the game that has kept me playing even longer. I highly recommend giving this one a try, and if you guys want a review of sorts for the mod, make sure to hit that like button. I'd also love to hear of any new mods that you guys are playing so that I can try them out for myself in the future, so drop a comment letting me know. Moving on, Skyrim really is a very large and expansive world with plenty of secrets to find and quests to complete. The world of the Elder Scrolls V is set in one of fantasy and akin to what you would find in medieval stories. Don't let that statement fool you and make it seem like it is a very shallow game with no good lore to dig into, because that is not the case at all. In the world of the Elder Scrolls, we have evil gods who try to take over the world, reptilian and feline humanoids, and trees that can communicate with each other. The world that Bethesda has created is, to say the least, very interesting. If you dig deep enough into in-game books and conversations with NPCs, you can find out so much about the world of the Elder Scrolls, and you will become invested with the story that Bethesda is trying to tell. Tamriel is the continent where all of the Elder Scrolls games have taken place so far. The continent of Tamriel is home to a lot of different species of people. These include the Altmer of Somerset, the Bosmer of Valenwood, the Khajiit of Elsewhere. From the region of Blackmarsh we have the Argonians, the Dunmer of Morwen, the Nords of Skyrim. From Cyrodiil we have the Imperials, the Bretons of High Rock, the Redguards of Hammerfell, and the free roaming Orcs. Each has their own unique set of attributes and skills tied to them, like the Altmer are adept in magic-based abilities, and the Redguards are well known for their one-handed skills. All of these different traits give each race an identity that is distinct from one another. There are 10 different races to choose from in Skyrim, so that gives way to plenty of different gameplay variations. When starting each playthrough, you will take each of the distinct abilities that they have into consideration and will make you want to start a new character just to see the difference it is to play with another person. Even before you customize your player and give them a name, Bethesda throws you into the world of Elder Scrolls in one of the ways they only know how, by being a prisoner. Just from the opening sequence, you can start to figure out what the story of Skyrim is going to look like. The moment you wake up in a haze in a cart with your hands binded, you enter one of the most innovative and fantasy worlds games has ever seen. Just traversing the lands and stumbling across a band of vampires or finding a letter to a lost treasure will make the player want to find all the secrets to the game. It really feels like every single time you play Skyrim, a new experience happens for the player, and there will always be something new to find. The world itself is very stunning, and certainly immersive. There's so much to do and see in Skyrim, and when you think you've seen it all, something new just pops up out of nowhere. Then there is the combat, with hundreds of unique weapons to choose from with battle axes, great swords, and bows. You can find so much gameplay variation in the combat alone. You can even take it a step further with dual-wielding spells, one-handed weapons, and of course using a sword and shield. There are so many different ways you can customize your loadout, from the weapons you use to the armor you wear. And by using a certain weapon for a prolonged period of time, or wearing a piece of armor, you will level up that skill the more you use it. So not only is the combat itself unique and innovative for its time, you have a perk system to Skyrim which gives a lot of replayability. Each time you level up your character, you have a choice to upgrade your magicka, stamina, or health. Then after that, you get a perk point to upgrade a certain stat. Say if I use bows a lot, then I could upgrade the skill line to do 20% extra damage, or if I was a master thief, then I could get the upgrade where it is easier to pickpocket. The choice is yours when it comes to Skyrim, and Bethesda did a really good job making it so you can be whatever you want. It still takes a lot of player skill using weapons, dragon shouts, and potions in tandem with each other, but by upgrading these certain skills, it makes it a little easier to play the game. But over time, the game makes the enemies you face more challenging the higher level you get. This is good to do so that there's some level of mastery, but also keeping a similar level of challenge to it. Before we finish off the video, we need to take a look at one of Skyrim's newest updates, which has been nothing short of controversial. Essentially, we saw an extension of the creations with more paid mods and a sort of combination of both the creation and mod systems to the game. It's essentially a two-tiered system where we see paid ones but also free ones left in there as well. This has been something of a problem because just a little while ago we got the culmination of the Creation Club with the Anniversary Edition, but for them to add even more paid mods to the game when we just moved away from that system has really set a lot of fans away from this particular feature. They have, however, brought some really good ones though, especially with what we talked about earlier with the Bard's College expansion, so it's really up to personal preference on this one. But as you can see, Skyrim to this day is one of the biggest and most innovative games of all time. From the exploration to the world, to the quests that reveal a story, and many other features to find. I truly believe that no game will ever achieve the heights that Skyrim has gotten to, not even in its future continuation with the Elder Scrolls 6. Skyrim as a whole has transcended its boundaries by becoming one of the most historic games of all time. It is truly a piece of art that could be played over and over again with a different experience every time. With it being over 12 years old, it is hard to believe that any game has stood the test of time, but Skyrim was able to, and I think if you haven't given it a shot already, then you need to try it. But that is all for me now though, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment any videos you want to see in the future, and I'll see you all next time.